Good afternoon, everyone. This week, we continue to see progress in the fight against the third wave of COVID in Ontario, with a continued decline in new cases. In Grey Bruce, there was a slight increase in new cases, with 40 new cases this week against the 31 new cases reported a week ago. Currently, there are 44 active cases within the Grey Bruce Health Unit. Only one new case was reported within the last week from the town of the Blue Mountains. Currently, there are 2 active cases in the Blue Mountains. Both Grey Bruce and the Blue Mountains continue to do well relative to the Ontario average. Hospitalizations, patients in ICU and on ventilators in Ontario continue to decline. However, deaths remain relatively constant, with 195 deaths reported in Ontario over the past week. The 1 new case in the Blue Mountains and the 40 new cases in Grey Bruce remind us that while good progress is being made, COVID is still here, and now is not the time to let down our guard. Residents are reminded to follow all public health advice and restrict close contact to those in their own household. Those who live alone may join with one other household. If you are eligible to be vaccinated and have not yet been vaccinated, it is important you register immediately to make sure you are vaccinated as soon as possible. Currently, bookings are available for people who are 55 years of age or older in 2021, that is, those born in 1966 or earlier, as well as those with high-risk health conditions, caregivers, and other specific groups. For more information on eligibility and how to book, please visit the Grey Bruce Health Unit website at publichealthgraybruce.on.ca and follow the instructions. The provincial lockdown continues to be in effect and has been extended for another 2 weeks to June 2nd. There was no easing of any outdoor restrictions. In making this announcement, Premier Ford stated, "By June 2nd, as long as we stay the course, we will be able to reopen outdoor recreation, and by then, we will provide more details on our plan to carefully and safely begin to reopen the province in the days and weeks to follow." Premier Ford noted that while his goal is to have the most normal July and August possible, obviously that won't mean large sporting events or concerts. For a reopening to begin to take place on June 2nd, Health Minister Christine Elliott said the province would have to see improvements in the number of cases, including lower case numbers, less hospitalizations, and less people in ICU. As a result, most town facilities remain closed until further notice. As a result of trespassing and vandalism, enhanced patrols by bylaw and OPP have been implemented at closed facilities, including the Tomahawk Recreation Complex. All parks and trails are open for walk-through and exercise. Playground structures are open for public use. Please remember that public washrooms are not open, so plan your visits accordingly. The dog park is open for public use. Town facilities will be opened under the guidance of our health unit when Ontario regulations permit. Work on a variety of town projects continues. Work on the Thornbury Pier has restarted after being suspended due to the crew having to self-isolate after exposure to COVID-19. Work is now scheduled to be complete by June 25th. The town of the Blue Mountains has also launched a public survey to gain feedback and input from our residents regarding the redevelopment of the town website. Please take time to complete the short 5-minute survey by visiting thebluemountains.ca/survey so we can identify what works well on the current website and identify areas that require improvement. In 2020, the town website had over 154,000 users and over 567,000 page views. It is important to us that the town website delivers a positive user experience. I encourage all residents to share your feedback and experience on using the current town website so we are able to consider incorporating the lessons learned and suggestions into the new website. The survey will be available until Wednesday, May 26th. The Town of the Blue Mountains Rural Access to Broadband Internet Technology, or RABIT Task Force, working with the Canadian Internet Registration Authority, CIRA, is asking all residents to participate in testing their home internet speed throughout the month of May. The goal of the Speed Test Challenge is to add 2,500 more test results to the Canadian Internet Registration Authority database on internet speeds in the Town of the Blue Mountains. Data collected will be used to develop a plan and support funding applications for projects to bring high-speed internet to all parts of our community. Please test your internet multiple times throughout the month during different times of the day. To conduct your speed test, please visit thebluemountains.ca/speed test. I'm advised that since the launch of the Speed Test Challenge, more than 1,100 tests have been completed. A big thank you to all of you who have contributed to this effort. Have a great weekend. Please support our local businesses by shopping local. And most of all, stay safe.